Good evening, everyone. Notice of this meeting stated date, place, and time has been disseminated as required under the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, PL 1975. Copies of the agenda are also posted on the city's website and Linden TV for the public. This meeting is now called to order. Mr. Clerk, can you please conduct a prayer and flag salute?
God of the universe, look thou with favor upon these here assembled, and bestow thy guidance upon the members of the governing body in their deliberations. This we ask in thy name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ask everyone to please remain standing for a moment of silence in remembrance of former Councilman Bob Sadowski, who passed away last month. Please be seated. Okay, Mr. Clerk, can we please, all right. In the event of an emergency, the proper method of exiting the council chambers is through the 3 doors in the rear of the room. Occupants should proceed down the staircase, out the front door, and move away from the area of the front steps. Any member of the public wishes to speak during the public comment session at the end of the meeting, please sign in on the white sheets provided at the front of the room with your name and address. Please turn off all cell phones or place them on vibrate. If you wish to take a call, please leave the council chambers to do so. Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Mrs. Ormond.
Excused.
Mr. Javik.
Present.
Caldwell.
Present.
Mohammed.
Excused.
Rivas. Delgado.
Here.
Strano.
Here.
Armstead.
Here.
Rodriguez.
He's running a little bit late, but we're excusing him.
Hudak.
Here.
Mrs. Yemakaitis.
Here. Okay, can we have approval of the public session minutes of October 21st, 2025, please?
Madam President, I move for approval of the minutes of the public meeting of October 21st, 2025, and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik.
Yes.
Caldwell.
Yes.
Rivas.
Yes.
Delgado.
Yes.
Strano.
Yes.
Armstead.
Yes.
Hudak. Mrs. Yemakaitis.
Yes. Okay, we're now moving on to ordinances on hearing. Ordinance held from the May meeting, 6928. Can we have a motion to table it, please?
Council President, I'd like to motion that we table ordinance 6928 to a future date. Request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik.
Yes.
Caldwell.
Yes.
Rivas. Delgado.
Yes.
Strano.
Yes.
Armstead.
Yes.
Hudak.
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis.
Yes. Ordinance 6929, can we have a motion to table that too, please?
Yes, Council President, I make the move that 6929 be tabled to a future meeting. Request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik.
Yes.
Caldwell.
Yes.
Rivas. Delgado.
Yes.
Strano.
Yes.
Armstead.
Yes.
Hudak.
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis.
Yes. Okay, ordinance 6949, which was continued from October 21st, 2025, will now be heard. Okay, Mr. Clerk, can you please read the ordinance?
An ordinance to amend an ordinance entitled, an ordinance establishing schedule of titles, salary ranges, and regulations for maintaining the classification and salary standardization plan of all employees of the City of Linden, passed August 15, 1995, and approved August 16, 1995, adopting salary schedule 1-TT-1.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I'd like to move that the hearing on ordinance number 6949 be closed, the ordinance adopted, and I request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik.
Yes.
Caldwell.
Yes.
Rivas.
Abstain.
Delgado.
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
yes,
Hudak?
yes,
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6950, please.
An ordinance amending Chapter 2-13.5 BE2 entitled Third-Party Payments for Emergency Medical Services. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 2-13.5 BE2 entitled Third-Party Payment Plan for Emergency Medical Services shall be and amended as follows to read.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I move to close the public hearing of ordinance number 6950 and request a second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
yes,
Rivas? Delgado?
yes,
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
yes,
Hudak?
yes,
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6951, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7, Traffic, of an ordinance entitled, An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23rd, 1999, and approved November 24th, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 7, Traffic, Section 7-12, Parking Time Limited, shall be, and the same is hereby amended as follows. 7-12.1, Parking Time Limited, 2-hour parking, add East Baltimore Avenue, both sides, from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday through Sunday, between East St. George to Union Avenue.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Okay, seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I move to close the public hearing of ordinance number 6951. Move for approval and request a second.
second,
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
yes,
Rivas? Delgado?
yes,
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
yes,
Hudak? Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. 6952, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7, Traffic, of an ordinance entitled, An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23rd, 1999, and approved November 24th, 1999, and is amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 7, Traffic, Section 7-15.1, Parking Decals shall be, and the same is hereby amended as follows. Chapter 7, Traffic, 7-15, Parking by Permit Only in Designated Areas, 7-15.1, Parking Details, 7-15.1I. The following streets shall be affected by this section from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Monday through Saturday, not including Sundays and legal holidays. Delete the entire existing section and add the new list of streets.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I move to close the public hearing of ordinance number 6952. Move for approval and request a second.
second,
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
yes,
Rivas? Delgado? Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
yes,
Hudak? Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6953, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7, Traffic, of an ordinance entitled, An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23rd, 1999, and approved November 24th, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 7, Traffic, Section 7-22, stop intersections shall be, and the same is hereby amended as follows. Delete the section in its entirety, add pursuant to the provisions of NJSA 39:4-140, the intersections described are hereby designated as stop intersections. Stop signs shall be installed as provided therein.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Okay, seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Yes, Council President, I move to close the public hearing of ordinance number 6953. Move for approval and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado? Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6954, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7 Traffic of an ordinance entitled, An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23, 1999, and approved November 24, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 7 Traffic shall be, and the same is hereby amended as follows. Chapter 7 Traffic, 7-15, parking by permit only in designated residential areas, 7-15.7, residential overnight parking. Delete 7-15.7C, North Park Avenue area in its entirety, 7-15.7D, Bayway area in its entirety. Add 7-15.7C, North Park Avenue area, 7-15.7D, Bayway area.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I move to close the public hearing of ordinance number 6954. Move for approval and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6955, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7 Traffic of an ordinance entitled, An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23, 1999, and approved November 24, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 7 Traffic, Section 7-13, parking prohibited for street cleaning and maintenance shall be, and the same is hereby amended as follows. 7-13, parking prohibited for street cleaning and maintenance. Name of street, delete Hayes Street. Add Hayes Street, South Side, Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m., Parkway Avenue to Griselli. North Side, Friday, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m., Parkway Avenue to Griselli.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I move to close the public hearing of ordinance number 6955. Move for approval, request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. We'll move on to consent agenda items. All items listed with asterisks are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted with one motion. Okay, tonight we have items number 1 and 2. Can we have a motion, please?
Madam President, I move for approval of consent items 1 and 2 and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak? Yes. Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Okay, we'll now move on to governing body reports, beginning with Councilman Javik.
Thank you, Council President. As chairman of the Fire Committee, the Fire Prevention Bureau collected the following monies during the month of October 2025, a total of $5,474.13. Regarding our Linden Fire Department Emergency Medical Service collections, the amount of $90,156.88 for October 2025 have been added to the total deposits for 2025, totaling $895,039.32. Regarding our construction code, this department has issued 136 permits and processed 36 certificates and has issued 112 summonses for the month of October 2025. The monthly revenue is as follows. Building CCO permits and additional permit fees, $274,691. Zoning, $1,925. Court settlements for the month, $10,250. The reflective total of this being $286,866. At this time, I'm asking for approval to request the installation and upgrading of street lights on pole number 61508, located at Tremley Point Road in the area of Buchanan Street. I move for approval and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javits.
Yes.
Caldwell.
Yes.
Rivas. Yes. Delgado.
Yes.
Strano.
Yes.
Armstead.
Yes.
Hudak. Mrs. Yamakovic.
Yes.
Regarding the Board of Health, through emergency department visits, although emergency department visits are low for COVID-19 and influenza and RSV, there has been an increase in hospital admissions associated with these respiratory viruses. The majority of hospitalizations associated with COVID-19 and influenza have been reported in persons 65 years and older. Respiratory outbreaks recently reported in long-term care facilities are primarily due to COVID-19, while those in schools are primarily due to influenza. In addition, there has been a significant increase this year in the number of dogs biting people. For 2025, we have received 31 reports of dog bites, which represents a 40% increase to 2024, which was 22 bites, and 2023, 21 bites. In the vast majority of these dog bite incidences, the dogs were running at large. A majority of these dogs were also unlicensed, and for a significant number of these unlicensed dogs, the owners did not have proof of a current rabies vaccination. In those cases, the person bitten is advised to obtain a series of preventive rabies vaccine injections. The only sure way to prevent being infected by rabies, which is fatal in 99.9% of cases, and for which there is no cure once symptoms present themselves. Good evening, everybody. Regarding the information given to us just by the Board of Health, residents are reminded that city ordinances require all dogs in the city of Linden to be licensed with the city clerk's office. Unlicensed dogs can result in the owner receiving a summons to municipal court. In order to obtain a Linden dog license, the owner must present a vaccination certificate that is valid for at least 10 months of the licensing year, which in Linden is June 1st through May 31st. 3 free rabies vaccination clinics are provided by the Board of Health each year in May at several fire stations throughout the city. Free rabies clinics are also available in other municipalities at various times throughout the year, and which are open to all New Jersey residents. In addition, I'd like to remind residents that city ordinances prohibit dogs from running at large. A dog is running at large whenever they are off of their owner's property and are unleashed. Dogs running at large can result in the owner receiving a summons to municipal court. To prevent dogs from running at large, when dogs are indoors, keep doors and windows secure. And when they are outdoors, keep them inside securely fenced-in yards or on leashes that are adequate for the size and strength of the dog. Please also remember, our dogs are not for, please also remember our parks are not for allowing your dogs to run free. We have 2 dog parks for that. Number 1 is at Veterans Memorial Park, which is 2600 Southwood Avenue, and the second one, which is our newest dog park, that's at Lexington Avenue, and we have that for small and large dogs. At this time, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. The time is upon us now, and I want to thank all my constituents for allowing me to have 3 more years to represent them in the 2nd Ward. Be blessed, be safe, and enjoy your families on Thanksgiving. I can be reached at 908-494-4608 or email bjavik@linden-newjersey.gov On Facebook, Second Ward Councilman Barry E. Javik. And as always, additional information in our city can be found on our City of Linden website. Council President, end of report.
Thank you, Councilman Javik. Councilwoman Caldwell.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to ask for approval of our finance actions, the payment of bills totaling $3,639,383.34. Bills have been signed by the mayor, council president, and finance chairwoman, and a detailed check register and vouchers are on the file in the clerk's office. We are in receipt of investments made by the city treasurer for the month of October at the rate of 4.15%. I move for approval, and I ask for a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Go ahead, Councilwoman.
Thank you. Good evening, Third Ward neighbors. Thank you for your continued support. I'm truly grateful for your trust, the trust you place in me, and I remain humbled and honored to be your voice on council. Your support on November 4th, 2025 meant the world to me. Without you, there is no me, and I will never take your confidence for granted. Social service update. I want to make sure every resident knows about resources available right here in Linden. Linden Social Services assists residents with applications for programs like TANF, SNAP, Medicaid, NJ Save, and other benefits. You can access these services online or visit the office at 1120 East St. George Avenue, Suite 4 in Linden, New Jersey. For a food assistance, our pantry eligibility, please call 908-474-8620. For utility support, the LIHEAP program assists low-income households with heating and medically necessary cooling. Applications run from October 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. Additionally, utility support programs can be found through the New Jersey Board of Utilities at energyassistance.newjersey.gov. The Linden Home Ownership Center, N4SF, also offers foreclosure assistance and home ownership orientation. To register residents, you may call 908-808-4035. These services exist for you. Please use them, share them, and let your neighbors know help is available. Dear neighbors on Elizabeth Avenue, I sincerely apologize for the noise from the ongoing utility work. Unfortunately, this quality of life disturbance will continue until fall of 2026 as crews replace underground piping. I hear your concerns about the bright lights at night, and I appreciate your patience as we walk through this necessary improvement. In regards to the traffic lights on Wood Avenue, that is our department head is working on getting quotes so that the readjustment timing can be readjusted for the lights. I know this is frustrating. I sit at the lights too, and I thank you for your continued patience. Parents, I want to remind you that Union County VoTech is an outstanding opportunity for your young people. If your child is interested in a trade, please consider submitting an application. This school opens doors. It has certainly opened them for my family. And please, neighbors, slow down. There is no reason to drive 60 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour neighborhood. Someone's life depends on all of us being responsible. Community engagement. Our first community meeting for 2026 will be March 24th, 2026 at the Linden Public Library at the Columbia Bank Room. Please mark that on your calendar. It's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I look forward to seeing you, hearing your ideas, and continue to move our ward forward together. I want to congratulate Mikey Sherrill, Governor-elect of New Jersey, and I wish all of you and your families a safe, healthy Thanksgiving. Thanks again for your support and making the Third Ward community a community I am proud to serve. In the Third Ward, we rise together, caring for our neighbors, strengthening our families, and building a community where everyone has a voice that matters. That concludes my report, Council President.
Thank you, Councilwoman Caldwell. Councilman Rivas?
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening, citizens of Linden, neighbors of the Fifth Ward. As we are embracing the season of thanks, I would like to always continue to say thank you to our city employees. You keep running this city, and you do not know how proud we are of you. I had an opportunity to walk out there and visit many places, and the people of this city really appreciate the hard work that you all guys do. Please continue to do that work. We're thankful for you. You are the heroes behind the curtains that nobody can see, and your job does not go unnoticed. I also like to thank everyone in this council and everybody in the city who had gave me the opportunity to serve these last 3 years. I am approaching to the end of my term, which is at the end of December, and I'm grateful for everything that I was able to learn. I'm grateful to have seen people that were brave coming here to this particular hall in order to keep us accountable. I'm thankful for seeing many of you month after month coming to that microphone and telling us what can be changed, what can we do. And remember, we cannot wait for change. We have to start change. And for that, we are the only people who can do it. Don't expect anybody else to come to do it. I want to say to my neighbors in the Fifth Ward that I feel so proud to have had the opportunity to represent them. I want to continue to say thank you to everyone that gave me the opportunity to serve and help. But most importantly, to everyone that was with me through my rough times, to those times that I have never imagined they were going to happen, and that my family and I are living in a new form of life, adapting to a new form of life without my loved one. For all of you, ladies and gentlemen, who are going to continue to care for our city, do not give up. Do not give up. We are here to serve the people. We're public officials, and we're going to need to continue to learn that within public service, our job is to help others and service the people of the city that we represent. That's all my report. Thank you very much, Madam President.
Thank you, Councilman Rivas. Councilman Delgado?
Good evening, 6th Ward. Good evening, Linden. Last month, I talked about the amazing event that the School 6 PTA put on. I want to give a big shout out to the employees of OEM who made it light up like we had our own personal sun. That event would not be possible without their hard work and dedication, and it definitely does not go unnoticed. And again, to all our city employees, thank you. Short report for this month. There have been a lot of trees been sent in to DPW. They are getting around to trimming them and, making them safe. We've been planting a few trees around the ward as well. One was planted on East Munsell. And we're going to continue trying to find spaces to plant trees, and we'll take down dead trees, but we're going to replace those trees and trim the trees that we have. So they're going through the list, and that will be ongoing. The bane of my existence was the trucks on the 1 and 9. I emailed the administrator at the Department of Transportation. I have not received an email back. I'm enlisting help from a higher source to get those signs put up so that they don't make that left turn and cut through residential streets. It is a big quality of life issue. It's a dangerous issue. I haven't seen them lately, at least on my street, but I know it happens. So I'm going to keep at it. Let's see. I want to thank the Traffic Committee for working with me on various situations, speeding issues, and we're going to continue doing that work. So thank you, Traffic Committee. And it's Thanksgiving week. I've been involved in government one way or another for a long time. And I think the difference between me trying to get involved at a higher level at 26 versus 37 is that at 37, you wake up, and when you're looking at your parents, you see they've gotten older. When you look at your dogs, you see that they've gotten older. But I'm fortunate. Both my parents are still with me. Life is precious, and I think it's a human flaw of us to always think we have time. We don't know anything. So embrace your family, embrace your loved ones, have grace to one another, for we are all flawed. Lord knows I am. So I wish everyone a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving filled with joy, love, and surrounded by your friends and family. And take a moment. A lot of us work a lot of jobs. We wear a lot of hats. Take a moment, take a beat. Embrace those that really, really love you and care for you and who would really be hurt when you're not here. Because we're here for a second and gone tomorrow. I know I'm very grateful that I have both my parents, and I know I need to be a better son. So that's my note to self. That concludes my report, Madam President.
Thank you, Councilman Delgado. Councilman Strano.
Thank you, Council President. Good evening, everyone. Tonight I have the personnel report. Starting off with number 1 in the Treasury. A is approving the appointment of Olivia Figueiredo, a student intern full-time at the rate of $19 per hour for the period of December 15th, 2025 through January 30th of 2026. B is approving the transfer of Leanne White from the confidential aide of the mayor's, to the mayor to Clerk 1 full-time to Treasury at no change in salary, and that's effective back in November 10th of 2025. In the Department of Community Services, A is approving the voluntary resignation in good standing of Lule Batsinka, laborer, effective October 31st of 2025. B is approving the seasonal list that's on file in the city clerk's office. In the Division of Public Works, A is approving the appointment of Pablo Ramirez, mechanic, Tier 2, full-time at the annual rate of $30 per hour, and that's effective December 8th of 2025, subject to a successful completion of the city's pre-employment requirements. B is approving the statewide posting for mechanic full-time at the annual rate of $18 to $49.09 per hour. 3, in construction, A is approving the statewide posting for a fire subcode official part-time at the annual rate of $66.38 per hour. 4, in the Recreation Department is approving the promotion of Brantley Cadet to Recreation Program Coordinator at no change in salary, and that's effective November 26th of 2025. 5 is in the Office of the City Clerk. A, approving the appointment of Athena Robinson, Clerk 1, full-time at the annual salary of $50,000, effective December 8th, 2025, subject to the successful completion of the city's pre-employment requirements. 6, in the Personnel Department is A, approving the FMLA, NJFLA leaves that are on file in the Division of Personnel. I move for approval and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik.
Yes.
Caldwell.
Yes.
Rivas.
Yes.
Delgado.
Yes.
Strano.
Yes.
Armstead.
Yes.
Hudak.
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis.
Yes.
Council President, I just have a short message to the people that came out. I'm humbled, in the general election. I was very humbled by the support I received. And I want to say thank you to all that took the responsibility to exercise their right to vote. I am there for all of you. I also want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Please remember to help others in need if you're in the position to do so. At these trying times, it's so important to help our neighbors. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilman Strano. Councilman Armstead.
Thank you, Council President. Real brief. First, I wanted to talk about some trees that we were having a problem with on Garfield Avenue. They are going to be addressed. I got a couple of calls about these trees where the roots were growing out of the ground. It's going to be addressed. What we're trying to do, we're going to try to save the trees. If we can't save the trees, we're hoping that we'll be able to replant some of the trees in that particular area. Also, crosswalks on where the streets were paved on Baltimore Avenue, all the side streets. There are no crosswalks there now, and the issue is being addressed, but it can only be done weather permitting. It's getting cold right now, and there's a lot of times some of this can't get done until the weather warms up. And also, we're planting some trees on St. Mark Street as well. Somebody requested trees there. Meacham Avenue, there's a house there that looks like it has been abandoned, and that issue is being addressed. And I brought that up because there's a lot of children in the area that are running into this house and making it their personal playground. If you see somebody running into their house or playing around there, if you can talk them to get out, if you can talk them into getting out of there because of the safety issue, it would be appreciated. We're doing all that we can to contact the people that own that property to do something about it, as well as we have some truck signs that are going up, no right turns on 1 and 9 going down the streets in Bayway. We have trucks that are going down those streets, so we're trying to stop that as well. Basically, that's all I have, and I wanted to address Thanksgiving coming up. Yes, it's holiday time, and a lot of people are going to be out there drinking, having a good time. They have something called Uber. They have something called Lyft. If you drink too much, please get in the Lyft, get in the Uber, get home safe. We don't want any fatalities or anything happen to any of our people out here. I'm just asking that people be safe this holiday season coming. If anybody needs to contact me, you can contact me at 908-463-8986, or you can email me at marmstead@linden-nj.gov. I prefer phone calls. It's easier for me to talk to people than to try to read 1,000 messages. So if you really have an issue, please feel free to call. That's all I have for today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Hudak?
Thank you. So November is that wonderful time of year when we gather, reflect, and give thanks for all the good things in our lives. Thank you to all our veterans and those that are serving and protecting our freedoms so that we can gather and celebrate. Our Sunnyside community is filled with diverse stories, backgrounds, and each one brings a unique perspective on gratitude and thankfulness. I am thankful for all the neighbors that show up, speak up, and hold others accountable, such as the illegal rentals, the alleged illegal car repair shops, the illegal businesses. Thank you for being part of a team that is making Sunnyside sunny again. Alcala Park is currently being renovated with a new field, new lighting, and with that comes construction. Thank you for being patient as we improve our park, and if you would like a full detailed report on the progress of Alcala Park, please email me. Being grateful might seem simple, but although it's simple in nature, its impact can be quite powerful. And I am grateful that I represent all of you in Sunnyside, and I wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilwoman Hudak. Okay, I have a short report for this evening. I wanted to mention our city tree lighting is Friday, December 5th at 6 p.m. in front of City Hall. We encourage everyone to come out for a fun evening. You'll have an opportunity to take photos with Santa. I'm hearing the Grinch will be there once again this year. So our Cultural and Heritage Committee, along with our Recreation Department, have planned a fun-filled evening. I would like to also take this opportunity to thank our city mason, Teron Dix, and his apprentice, Jazz Ruiz, for the work they did this past summer, restoring the 8th Ward War Monument located on Greer and South Park Avenue. The monument brick wall was started to separate from the monument due to the age and vibrations from the traffic. These men worked during the hot summer days of August to restore the monument to have it ready for Veterans Day. On behalf of my neighbors, I would like to thank them for all their effort and hard work. This is very special to many of my neighbors and their families. This monument was dedicated after World War II to honor those who served and made an ultimate sacrifice who lived in the neighborhood. Many relatives of the veterans come to that monument on both Memorial and Veterans Day, often bringing young ones to point out their uncle or their grandfather's name on the wall. I thought it was going to be an expenditure for the city to have to repair this, so we were talking about going out for quotes, but fortunately, we had our mason who was able to do a beautiful job on that monument. So again, I want to thank Teron Dix and Jazz Ruiz. Our Linden Library will be kicking off the holiday season with a children's holiday craft on Monday, December 4th at 4 p.m., followed at 5 p.m. with Slime Time Teen Program. There are several craft and baking activities planned during the month at the library for children, adults, and teens. On Tuesday, December 9th, a holiday concert with Joel and Francine from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. For more information on these library programs, please go to Linden Public Library page. It's all one word, lindenlibrary-nj.gov. At this time, I'd like to also offer my condolences to Betty Sadowski and the Sadowski family. Our former 6th Ward Councilman, Bob Sadowski, passed away earlier in the month. Bob left some big shoes to fill here in the 6th Ward. He was an exemplary councilman, always doing right by the residents, and always a friend to all of us. Never afraid to speak his mind, so he will be greatly missed. So again, I'd like to also thank the neighbors who came out to support Betty and the family during those times. I'd like to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving on behalf of the mayor and the council. This is a time to spend with family. If anyone needs to reach me citywide, my number is 908-494-0880. Again, that's 908-494-0880. Hey, Mayor Armstead, you're up.
Thank you, Council President. First, I'd like to start off by sending my condolences to the Sadowski family. As Council President Michelle Yamakaitis mentioned, Bob was a 6th Ward councilman, but I've known Bob since I was in 3rd grade. As when we moved from down Linden to up Linden, we moved right across the street from his wife's cousin. So we've always shared a good relationship, our families. But what I remember most about Bob is that Bob was able to sit down in a room, and although we started out on opposite sides of the fence when I became mayor, Bob was one of the first people, when I put a good idea on the table, to challenge some of the others who were on the council at the time, who were just saying no because they could say no, they had the majority. Bob was one of the first to stand up and say, I don't understand why you're voting no, that's a great idea. So he'll be remembered for being independent and going against the grain when we tried to push good ideas that would benefit the residents of this town. So he'll always be remembered for that, and I appreciate the fact that he valued our friendship over politics and stood for the right thing. Secondly, I'd like to congratulate the 2nd Ward Councilman Barry Javik, 3rd Ward Councilperson Monique Cardwell, the 5th Ward Councilperson-elect Dr. Kayla Lott, and 7th Ward Councilman Ralph Strano on being re-elected and elected to City Council. I'd like to congratulate Craig Halloran for being elected to the Board of Education. I'd like to congratulate Brianna Armstead, my daughter, for being re-elected, and Phil Campo for being elected to the Board of Education as well. They worked hard, they got elected, and I'm sure that all will do a great job representing the Board of Education. I forgot Eloy Delgado. I'm sorry, 6th Ward Councilperson Eloy Delgado. How did I forget you, Eloy? You got the biggest mouth up here, and I forgot you. Congratulations to you also, Eloy. And thank you, Councilperson Hudak, for reminding me. Thank you. Anyway, last month, we had an unusual thing happen here in Council, and it's been a long-standing understanding and a practice that we don't, from the dais, recommend or endorse candidates from the dais. If that was the case, everybody up here could get up and tell the public who to vote for, and that's just something that we don't want to do during the council meetings. You want to endorse somebody, put a sign up on your house, do whatever you want to do, but you can't do it here at the dais. It's just not the right place to do it. Moving right along, I'd like to bring some good news. Sometimes you have to pay to play sometimes, but we're ordinance number 6959. The city of Linden will be purchasing that property. It's called Amon Labs, and I think it's a good purchase, and that what our parking problems on Wood Avenue, I think we'll be able to address them there. And at some point in the future, we'll probably be able to build a parking garage. And again, we all realize that we have a very severe parking problem, a very serious parking problem on Wood Avenue. So this purchase will, at some point or another, help alleviate that problem as we can, as a governing body, can start making plans to build a garage that can accommodate residents of Linden. Okay. Also, we have some additional good news. I've always told you every month I'm going to report on the non-residential redevelopment fees. We seem to have come to an agreement with RNG Energy, and we'll be receiving $820,000 within the next couple of weeks. Now, again, that number could change depending on the overall cost of the project. And again, they have to pay half at the beginning of the project and half at the end of the project. So whatever that number we come to, and we know it's going to be at least $820,000 at the end of the project, they'll have to pay at least another $820,000, and that's 2% or 2.5% of what we refer to as the equalized value of the project cost. So we're looking forward, and our numbers keep getting higher and higher, and again, it is going to allow Linden to be a city that will address our low-income housing problem in town here that the state is mandating. And then I'll always say this, that we are not going to build stackable houses where people are living on top of each other. We're going to build affordable housing that is consistent with the communities that we have here, so that, you know, they'll be aesthetically pleasing and they'll fit right in. So that is the good news. And I'd like to wish everybody a happy and healthy Thanksgiving, and hopefully, you know, I can't forget this also. Oh, one more thing. Breakfast with Santa. Can't forget that. The Mayor's Youth Commission, in conjunction with the Department of Parks and Recreation, we invite Linden families to attend our 9th annual holiday breakfast with Santa. It'll be at the John T. Gregorio Center at 330 Helen Street, Saturday, December 13th, from 8 a.m. until 11:30 p.m. Pre-registration is required. So kids eat free under the age of 16. Everyone 17 and over has to pay $5 with a cash or check only, and proof of Linden residency is required. So for more information, you can call the Recreation Department at 908-474-8600. And there'll be, again, gifts and food for the kids. It's a great day. They get a chance to take a picture with Santa. It's just a great day for our kids, our children. So I believe that Michelle has already mentioned that we're going to have a holiday tree lighting. That'll be Friday, December 5th at 6 p.m. Linden City Hall, at the Raymond Woodbauer at the Raymond Woodbauer Promenade. There'll be a tree lighting again, horse and carriage rides, refreshments, and again photos with Santa, the Grinch, and Frosty. Holiday music and dance by Linden High School students. So it's going to be a great day. And after the tree lighting, the children and families are invited to the promenade, again for refreshments and photos with Santa. Children 11 years old and younger will have a chance to win a bike and a goodie bag from Santa. And that concludes my report, everybody. Once again, have a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay. Just a reminder, anyone who wishes to speak during the public comment portion, please sign in the front of the room here on the white sheets. Okay. All right, we'll now move on to resolutions. This evening, we have resolutions 2025-418 through 2025-419.
445, ma'am.
445.
Mistake.
Yeah, the number's wrong there. Okay, so it's 418 through 445. Can we have a motion, please?
Madam President, I would like to make a motion for Resolution 2025-418 through 2025-445. Can I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas?
Just to accept 428, 437, 442, 443, and 445.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak? Yes. Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Okay, ordinances on introduction, beginning with ordinance 6956, please.
1 second,
Council
Madam
President, I move for introduction of ordinance number,
1 second. You gotta-
Let me read it.
sorry about
An
that.
ordinance to repeal sections 2-26.3, 2-7.3B5, 10-1.2, and 10-2.1B of the Code of the City of Linden to remove the Construction Board of Appeals.
Okay, can we have a motion, please, for introduction?
Yes, Council President, I move for introduction of ordinance number 69-56 and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6957, please.
An ordinance authorizing the city clerk, police chief, fire chief, city engineer, municipal treasurer, construction code official, director of community services, and director of parks and recreation to be paid for holiday time in lieu of appropriate time off, passed March 7th, 1978, and approved March 8th, 1978, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the council of the city of Linden, section 1, that the above titled ordinance shall be, and the same is hereby amended and supplemented as follows. Amend to read, an ordinance authorizing the city clerk, police chief, fire chief, municipal treasurer, construction code official, director of community services, city administrator, health officer, and director of parks and recreation to be paid for holiday time in lieu of appropriate time off, passed March 7th, 1978, and approved March 8th, 1978, and as amended and supplemented, delete city engineer, add city administrator, and health officer.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 6957, please?
Yes, Council President, I move ordinance 6957 for introduction and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6958, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7, Traffic, of an ordinance entitled, An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23rd, 1999, and approved November 24th, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Section 1, there shall be a new chapter created entitled Filming, as follows.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 6958, please?
Council President, I move for introduction of ordinance number 6958 and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak? Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6959, please.
An ordinance of the City of Linden, County of Union, State of New Jersey, authorizing acquisition of real property by negotiation for property located at 35 East Blanky Street, known and designated as Block 212, Lot 24.05, as shown on the official tax maps of the City of Linden, Union County, New Jersey. Whereas the City Council of the City of Linden, County of Union, State of New Jersey, has concluded that it is necessary and desirable and appropriate for the city to undertake acquisition of property known and designated as Block 212, Lot 24.05, as shown on the official tax maps of the City of Linden, County of Union, New Jersey. Whereas by adoption of this ordinance, the city authorizes the acquisition for a purchase price of $5 million and no cents.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 6959, please?
Yes, Council President, I move for introduction of ordinance number 6959, request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6960, please.
Bond ordinance providing appropriation of $5,500,000 for acquisition of property for the Department of Law and authorizing the issuance of $5,225,000 in bonds or notes of the city for financing part of the appropriation.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction, please?
Council President, I move for introduction of ordinance number 6960 and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak? Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6961, please.
A bond ordinance providing an appropriation of $660,000 for color coding and upgrades of various courts at various parks throughout the city for the Department of Parks and Recreation and authorizing the issuance of $627,000 in bonds or notes of the city for financing part of the appropriation.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 6961, please?
Yes, Councilwoman. I'd like to make a motion for introduction of ordinance 6961 and ask for a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak? Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6962, please.
Bond ordinance authorizing resurfacing of various streets for the Division of Engineering, appropriating $1,540,000, therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $1,463,000 bonds or notes of the city to finance part of the cost and appropriation.
Okay, can we have a motion for ordinance 6962, please?
Council President, I'd like to move ordinance number 6962 for introduction, and I request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Yes. Delgado? Yes. Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6963, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7 Traffic of an ordinance entitled, An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23, 1999, and approved November 24, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden that Chapter 7 Traffic, Section 7-10, parking prohibited at all times on certain streets shall be, and the same is hereby amended as follows. Chapter 7 Traffic, 7-10, parking prohibited at all times on certain streets. Name of street, Rebecca Street, both sides from Smith Street to approximately 100 feet north of Hampton Street. Let's delete that. Add Luddigan Place, both sides from a point 390 feet southwesterly from Washington Avenue, continuing 160 feet southwesterly therefrom. Rebecca Street, north side from Pleasant Street to Hampton Street.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 6963, please?
Yes, Council President, I move for introduction of ordinance number 6963 and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas?
Yes.
Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6964, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7 Traffic of an ordinance entitled, An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23, 1999, and approved November 24, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 7 Traffic, Section 7-13, parking prohibited for street cleaning and maintenance shall be, and the same is hereby amended as follows. 7-13, parking prohibited for street cleaning and maintenance. Name of street, add Rebecca Street, north side, Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., from Pleasant Street to Smith Street. Add south side, Rebecca Street, Tuesday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., Pleasant Street to Smith Street.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 6964, please?
Council President, I move for introduction of ordinance number 6964, request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado? Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak? Mrs. Yemakaitis.
Yes. Ordinance 6965, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7 Traffic of an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting and enacting the revised general ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23, 1999, and approved November 24, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 7 Traffic, Section 7-21 through C shall be, and pursuant to the provisions of NJSA 39 4-140, the streets or parts of streets described are hereby designated as through streets. Stop signs shall be installed on the near right side of each street intersecting the through street, except where yield signs are provided for in a designation. Name of street, East Baltimore Avenue, limits between Union Street and East Elizabeth Avenue.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 6965, please?
Council President, I move for introduction of ordinance number 6965 and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis.
Yes. Ordinance 6966, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7 Traffic of an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting and enacting the revised general ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23, 1999, and approved November 24, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 7 Traffic, Section 7-22.1, four-way stop intersections shall be, and the same is hereby amended as follows: 7-22.1, four-way stop intersections, add Summit Terrace and Princeton Road, stop signs to be located on Summit Terrace and Princeton Road and Summit Terrace.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 6966, please?
Council President, I move for introduction of ordinance number 6966 and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak? Mrs. Yemakaitis.
Yes. Ordinance 6967.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7 Traffic of an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting and enacting the revised general ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23, 1999, and approved November 24, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 7 Traffic shall be, and the same is hereby amended as follows: Chapter 7 Traffic, 7-33 handicap parking regulations, 7-33.1A handicap parking on street. Name of street, remove 621 East Curtis Street, 305 West Elm Street, 1515 Woodlands Avenue. Add 415 Chandler Avenue, one spot, 1621 East Curtis Street, one spot, 717 East Curtis Street, one spot, 1114 Hollywood Road, one spot, 838 Loretta Street, one spot.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 6967, please?
Council President, I move for introduction of ordinance number 6967 and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado? Yes. Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak? Mrs. Yemakaitis.
Yes. Ordinance 6968, please.
An ordinance of the City of Linden, County of Union, New Jersey, approving the application for a long-term tax exemption and authorizing the execution of a financial agreement with Tonto One Urban Renewal LLC.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 6968, please?
Council President, I move for introduction of ordinance number 6968 and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis.
Yes. Ordinance 6969, please.
An ordinance to amend an ordinance entitled, an ordinance establishing a schedule of titles, salary ranges, and regulations for maintaining the classification and salary standardization plan of all employees of the City of Linden, passed August 15, 1995, and approved August 16, 1995, adopting salary schedule 1-TT-3.
Okay, can we have
I'm
a...
sorry. That should, yeah.
Okay? All right.
Would, it should read 1-TT-2, amending the 2025 schedule. My apologies.
All right. Can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 6969, please?
Council President, I'd like to move the introduction of 6969 and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? No. Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak? Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6970, please.
An ordinance to amend an ordinance entitled, an ordinance establishing a schedule of titles, salary ranges, and regulations for maintaining the classification and salary standardization plan of all employees of the City of Linden, passed August 15, 1995, and approved August 16, 1995, adopting salary schedule 1-TT-3, the 2026 schedule.
Okay, can we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 6970, please?
Yes, Council President, I'd like to move ordinance number 6970 for introduction, and I request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Rivas? No. Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak? Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6971,
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 2, Administration of an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting and enacting the revised general ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23, 1999, and approved November 24, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Chapter 2-15 of the City Code entitled Division of Personnel Services shall be as amended as follows. Section 1, 2-15, Division of Personnel Services, 2-15.1, establishment, the Division of Personnel Services shall be under the supervision and direction of the city administrator and shall consist of an assistant personnel director, personnel officer, labor relations specialist, and administrative assistant.
okay. Councilman Strano?
Council President, I'd like to move to table ordinance 6971 for further review and request a second.
Second.
Mr. Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yeah.
Rivas? Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak? Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. And now move on to comments from members of the public in attendance on city business only. Again, we ask no personal, political, or derogatory comments. Time is 3 minutes. We're going to start with Mr. Craig Halloran.
Very good.
Greg Howard, 120 Donaldson Place. Mayor, I'd like to thank you for your kind words about the election. I'm looking forward to working with everybody on the board of education to make it a great school system that I know it can be. And I do hope you feel better, Mayor. My comments for today.
Thank you, Mr. Halloran. As you heard in caucus last night, I've been asking for that building for many years, possibly, for an historical society.
Can I get one more thing? I thought I had like a half a second left or something. Okay, I do apologize. I do hope that you do not tear down the old city hall. I would, that would make a great permanent historical building for the historical society.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Former Councilman Koziel and I have been talking about that for many years, but as you know, we needed a place for our current Board of Health, so hopefully it will come to fruition if we can get the grants available. So, okay, Pat Hero?
Just what I thought it was said to come back to the council and say their personal feel for the derogatory comments. This is November, and for those who remember, it's time for my traditional Thanksgiving speech. I am lucky it was this time. I am thankful for Ms. Alexa Sack, whose budget presentations are uniformly excellent, and something I look forward to each year. I'd like to thank Mr. Joe Bodek and the helpful members of the city clerk's office. I would like to thank all the individuals who ran for office, but sadly didn't win. Your efforts to want to serve the city are admirable, and I hope you can consider your desire and maybe run again. I will be thankful if Councilman Rivas follows in the footsteps of our former mayor, Paul Workmeister, and appears at the podium to share his wisdom, input, and insight after he is no longer on the city council. He gave one of the most inspirational speeches I've ever heard in this room, and I was very impressed by it. I hope you have a good Alexa. I just heard that Mayor Muriel Bowser of Washington, D.C. has decided after 3 terms not to run again. Well, I worked in D.C. for a long time under the quote-unquote mayor for life. It wasn't a very pretty experience. I think there is a reason for term limits, and I think I would be thankful if the Linden mayor might consider term limits on his term. After all, if it's good enough for the President of the United States, it should be good enough for mayors. After all, there are other offices a mayor can pursue. Maybe we should think about that. While I am thankful for my fellow civic activists, I will be even more thankful for more people showing up to these meetings. We do appreciate people who show up and speak out. After all, that's what democracy is all about. And I will be thankful if we do have democracy and our First Amendment rights are respected, not for personal, political, or derogatory comments. Civic activists should be respected and heard. After all, we actually pay your salaries, and you are supposed to represent us. And how can you represent us unless you know what we're thinking, and what we're talking about, and what we're feeling, and what we feel is going on in the city that's right, and what's going on in the city that's wrong. So, I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for your time. We'll be much happier next month if I don't hear political, personal, or derogatory comments. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Hero. John Kazor? Is it working? So it is being recorded but not amplifying? he was checking the other mics down here. I don't. Okay. Proceed? He said proceed? Okay. Can we use one of these ones? I don't think it reaches over the. 1 second. Okay, the meeting is being recorded, that you will be able to hear on the recording. Yes. Yes. Okay. Would you be able to change for, maybe Councilman Mohammed's not here? Change that one? That's not working either. It's the cord? Okay. We apologize for the wait. He's trying to remedy this situation. Can we put this in there? All right. Is that working now? It's not turning on? None of them are working. Mine's on. All right.
Hello, hello?
All right. This side's not.
It's live, everything happens.
I know. Technology is only good till it isn't. None of the mics on this side are working though. None of our mics on this side are working. They're all. Okay, we're going to proceed with the meeting. Councilman Delgado said any members of the public who would like to speak on an active mic that's working in the audience, we're being told it is being recorded, that you will be able to be heard on the recording. So we'll move ahead. John Kazar, if you'd like to come up. Okay. Lori Hiff, or Hi? That's the problem, I don't know if you're tall enough to reach it. Councilman, could you it doesn't move from here.
That's it? Oh, that's good.
All right, let's see if,
Get a little closer. Where's the video? Okay. Well, hi, my name is Lori from Rahway. Thank you for following the Open Public Meetings Act. I am here on behalf of the Linden Housing Authority. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the Linden Housing Authority, LHA, LHC, and JTG. I want to talk about my husband. He was an employee for 20 years until Dr. Berghammer came on board in the middle of March. And she let my husband go. July 18th, 12 HUD members came down to visit the LHA and the LHC from New York City and New Jersey. Dr. Berghammer made a statement that she had to let 2 employees go because there was no money and she had to take a cut in pay. Well, to this day, no one has taken a cut in pay. My husband decided to put his paperwork in for 9:30. That was the end. That would start 10/1, the new year for the LHA. That wasn't good enough for Dr. Berghammer. She forced my husband to rechange his paperwork July 2nd. If anybody knows from the state of New
that's a
Jersey.
separate board than this.
I'm sorry?
That's a separate board, the
But
Housing
I see
Authority.
that you still are voting on a commissioner, taking a commissioner off and putting a commissioner on. So I decided that I can come here and speak. Can I not speak?
Go ahead.
Okay, so they let my husband go without proper notice, and he was penalized from the state of New Jersey with not collecting a paycheck or a pension. There has been so much overtime, as you can see. The resolutions aren't being passed. There was 12 resolutions in September.
Ma'am,
5
that's
were
really not
passed.
our business. That's
But
the
it still
Housing
isn't this-
Authority, they're a separate board. Yes,
Okay.
okay.
Can I speak or not speak?
Go
Because I
ahead.
just lost time.
Go ahead.
12 resolutions that were passed. 5 were passed. 7 of them were under the table. We brought that to the attention. Charlie Cradaville from New Brunswick today has been filming everyone. I encourage everyone to go on there. The overtime has been crazy, 129 hours, 127 hours overtime, 119 in a 3-pay period. This is not fair, and I encourage everyone to go on the LHA and watch the videos. They are being recorded, and somebody needs to take accountable in the Linden for the seniors and to see the corruption that's going on in LHA. It's not fair. Thank you for hearing me.
Thank you for your comments. Okay, Virginia Malik? I don't know if she's gonna be able to reach. We apologize, Mrs. Malik, for this.
Right,
Something
okay.
beyond our control.
I just want to leave everyone with a thought. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Leave everyone a thought with gratitude is your attitude that you should be having. Everybody. My comments today will be on safety, and also the consideration of everybody for everyone else's safety. This is very dear to me because it involved situations with me for safety. So I brought these issues up to the chief of police over the past month, or so, and I'm just going to reiterate some of these. One is now that I live on Lenape, and Lenape now is going to have a stop street. So I hope that we're not going to be having the buses cut across the street and like stop the traffic in the middle of the street. Also, I spoke to the chief of police, and he said a lot of my comments will be brought up with the Hasidic Jewish community to have better relationships, a better relationship. And what I had asked is, do the parents have to bring the children down to the buses? And I happened to be on Orchard Road, and there were three houses where the children were not brought down to the buses until the bus stopped, the door opened, the parents opened the door and walked the children down. There's a safety issue with that, and this is happening in other places, but this was just this one particular occurrence, but there's been others. The next is safety while people are walking across the street. DeWitt is a very, very busy road, and at all times of days, and especially like on the weekends. And I'm going up the hill on DeWitt, and a woman is crossing the street. When she got to the other side of the street, she was reading the entire time crossing the street. She came to the corner, but she didn't get to the corner. She was almost in the middle of the block that was intersecting this. This blew my mind. The last thing about safety is the issue of people constantly on their cell phone when they're driving. When they're pulling out of their driveways, they're on the cell phone. And in one particular case, I was on DeWitt, a very, very busy road. I came to a four-way stop, and I had to make a left to head through the library. I was actually ready to start making my left-hand turn because I got to the corner first. What actually happened is the person in his large SUV on the phone was totally oblivious to me actually trying to make a left-hand turn. What is happening about consideration of other people on safety? And this involves my personal safety. And this incident with people making turns on the phone at all different times of the day, and the chief of police said, well, how do you catch these people on the phone? And it's unbelievable. So this is my pet peeve, and I think it's totally inconsiderate for people. Where's the consideration? Thank you.
Thank you. Again, we apologize for the inconvenience with this situation. Okay, Fred Castle?
Okay. Fred Castle, 352 Amherst Road. I just want to take this opportunity to let you guys know, since earlier this year when I was appointed historian for the city, we've had a number of events celebrating the 100th anniversary, and we're going to be concluding with a lecture in 2 weeks on December 8th at the library entitled Linden and Its History. And I would like to invite everybody here and everyone watching, listening. It should be an informative, fun kind of talk, and we're going to look back at Linden, its history, some of the major milestones, and I'm sure there's something that everybody is going to learn. And I just wanted to, I'm going to leave a few flyers here if you need one to remember the date, December 8th, 6:30 at the library.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fred. Okay. Mr. Kaiser? Yep, all right. Then can we have a motion to close the public comment portion of the meeting, please?
I move to close the public portion of the meeting.
Can we have a second, please?
Second. Mr. Javik? Yes. Caldwell? Yes. Rivas? Yes. Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemekaitis?
Yes. Okay, the next council meetings will be as follows. Council conference meeting Monday, December 15th, 2025, at 6 p.m. in the council conference room. Council conference meeting prior to the council meeting, Tuesday, December 16th, at 6 p.m. in the council conference room. Council meeting Tuesday, December 16th, at 7 p.m. in the council chambers. These meetings are held in person. Can we have a motion to adjourn, please?
Madam President, I move to adjourn the meeting and ask for a second.
Second.
Third.
Javik? Yes. Caldwell? Yes. Rivas? Yes. Delgado?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemekaitis?
Yes.